Greetings and salutations, y'all. My name is Ladell Deloach Jesse, aka LJ, and I am here to deliver my tribute speech to a man who has influenced various factors in my life. One of the few people that influenced various factors in my life. One of two parents, that parent being my father, Lazi Skipper Jesse the Fourth, eldest son of my grandparents. One elder Jesse, my grandmother, and Lazi Jesse III, my grandfather. Born in the year 1972 of the month September on the day the 13th. And yes, the same 13th where Tupac died. But back to the point. My father has always been known as a person who was very eccentric and comedic, but also a hard-working individual. One, when it came to his time in the 80s and 90s, he was always known to bring people joy and happiness to people through his actions as well as through his jokes. And when it came to bringing up, like when it came to influencing, he actually played a big factor in more ways than one than he gives himself credit to. And then there is his mentality. He was always raised with the mentality of hustling and surviving, and getting it done by any means necessary, no matter the cost. Kind of warlike since he's never been in the military, but it's one that has kept him sane throughout all the years. And one of the reasons how he was a big influencer in my life is when I was young, he had got me with a thing that I very much love, at which we both casually bond with, video games. With my first official video game being the console Nintendo 64 and the game Deep Blue, which was a co-op player game at the time. He showed me the fundamentals. It was showing me the various levels, and I ended up getting it down to a T, and I haven't looked back since. It became something that we both had genuinely bonded over, and then it went from that, and then we in other games that were competitive, games that we had to work, where we worked together, we're basically talking, laughing, as well as we kind of being closer to the point where we locked like this. And it was all done because he showed me a pastime which I didn't think I would have much interest in until he pushed me for it. Because that's one of the things about his personality. He's known for pushing. Another thing that he was known for is being responsible for giving me the inspiration to actually want to be in college in the first place. He basically told me of his experience going through college and what it means to have a degree, and showed me the fundamentals and the benefits that come with it. And in tune, as I got into my 20s, not 20s, when I got out of high school, I then went to the West Valley to pursue my own thing and wanted to get a career as well as a diploma which could help make that career become reality. And I obviously have him to thank for that. And he always had that hustle and surviving mentality that I had mentioned earlier. And that being that no matter how tired he was, no matter how much he was overwhelmed, how stressed he was able to get things done. And made it look so easy when other times many people would just give up. He never did. And for that, it was one of the things that helped push me forward. In conclusion, I would like to say that my father, one of the biggest factors of my life, was always vigilant. He's focused, and he's fundamentally strong whenever it came to willing through things whenever they seem impossible. And I have to say thank you, Dad, for all the support and all the help that you gave me. And from him, a quote: "Never be a part of the problem, always be a part of the solution." Meaning, don't ever doubt yourself. Just keep on going. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you for tuning in.